Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to ZENNI.com/podcast, promo code podcast15.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Come on in. Let's see if I can talk today. I don't know. We'll see. Scratchy voice been going on for a while here. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Oh, my God. And I'm ticklish. So today, we dig into you finding what you're all about, figuring what you're all about. Passion, purpose, all that kind of stuff. Something I talk about all the time. Have an event coming up Thursday. I'll tell you more about that in a second. But in the meantime, I had a conversation today. Somebody that was very passionate about what they were doing, and wait for it, they didn't know it. They were surprised when I pointed it out. Kind of fun. Are you doing that right now? Maybe. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. The positive boost you need every single day. My name is Scott Smith. Yeah, this tickle of voice here, it's kind of odd. I apologize for it. Makes it really difficult to do what I'm doing. I can't do a whole week of podcasts and give myself a break because voice won't last a week. So I'm having to do it every day, but we'll get there. I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out as time happens. I did mention we have an event Thursday, August 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern. How to find your passion and purpose without taking years to do it. This is something I have studied forever. I've frankly gotten pretty good at it. There are a few things you need to know. I'm going to show you the entire Face Your Passion system, how it works, what you need to be doing, and you meet a few people who are actually putting it to use as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just go to faceyourpassion.com and get registered. We are going to do a replay. If you go register, I can tell you where the replay is. If not, I can't, right? So that's the best way to do it. faceyourpassion.com. So let's talk about some basics here about being passionate. When I say passion, I'm not talking about, tossing away everything, because I think your passion can be just lots of different areas. Basically, what I'm talking about doing is that every single day, the time and energy you invest in your day, whatever you happen to do, is something you enjoy doing. Doesn't have to be, no, it's not just going to the beach and stuff like that. No, You can enjoy working. You can enjoy raising your kids, all kinds of things. I just want you to be content doing it. And lots of folks spend years and years and years not being content, just waiting for the opportunity to be content. We just want to kind of get there sooner than later. Now, the big question I'm always asking that I asked just the other day, what do you do when you're doing you? That's a big question. And if you haven't asked yourself that question, I suggest you do it today. It's kind of weird. What do you mean, Scott? What do you do when you're doing you? I mean, when you're just hanging out. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's asking you. Nobody's saying, hey, what are you doing? You don't have to report to anybody. What do you do? It's amazing how many folks don't know. So one of the ways we can do that is we can take an inventory of what's going on around us. Now, we've talked about inventory before. I'm not sure you have heard that. This is actually a psychological intervention technique. Works really, really well if you'd like to figure out what you'd like to do. You could sit down this afternoon and write a list of all the stuff that you do. If you took the last week and wrote down a list of everything you've done all day, every day, kind of like a food diary, except it's a you diary. Just wrote down all the stuff you did, and we do that with our daily awareness diary. But if you did that, you'd have a pretty good idea what you were passionate about. Do you read? Do you write? Do you exercise? What do you do? I walk and talk and play and fight and laugh and watching TV. What is it? Do you garden? Do you volunteer? Do you socialize? What do you do? There is a clue out there. And I know this sounds really, really simple, but I'm telling you, come here real close. Are you walking through the next 18 and 19 or 20? I say 18 years because a lot of people have kids. 18, 19, 20 years, and you're like, we're going to go through the motions, going to get it done, too busy, got stuff to do, got to raise the kids. You know, you can actually raise them and really do stuff you like to do. So I want you to think about this. Now, let me point something out to you today about what happened this morning. I was talking to a gentleman on my Face Your Passion coaching call that I do on a Tuesday morning, and he's digging deep. He's doing the work. That shouldn't be work, but it is the work. It's when you finally decide you're going to dig deep and figure out what you're made of and how you operate. What makes you tick? A lot of folks take a long time to get there. Some people 30, 40, 50, 60 years before they start. But he's doing it right now. He's digging down deep. He's down deep. Scott, I need to find my passion. I need to find my purpose. And you know, I say, if you don't know your purpose is to find your purpose. You might want to write that one down. That's one of those things that people say, man, that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of brilliant, I think, when you think about that. If you don't know your purpose, you should find your purpose. So if you don't know what it is, if you don't know what your passion is, don't worry that you're seeking it. That's what you should be doing. So he says, Scott, I'm working so hard at this. I'm trying to figure out what I'm made of, trying to figure out who I am, trying to figure out how to have a really impactful life. I want to get the most out of my life. The rocking chair test, I must pass that at the end of my life. Looking back on life, being happy when I did, no regrets. I said, well, I'm not sure about this, but it seems to me that you are passing the test. You are qualifying for somebody who's actually in their passion right now. And he's very energetic and he's very much excited about what he's doing. And yet still he's reaching out, trying to find it. Have you ever been in that situation before? Where you're like, okay, I'm trying to dig. I'm trying to learn, doing everything I can do. It's so fun to do the job and be on the journey, right? But see, one of the things is if you take your interest and you take mastery, so you get interested in something, and then you begin to master it. You start to head down that road. You take something that catches your attention. You spend time on it. You start to get good at it. Eventually what happens is it becomes passion. And so that's what I called him on. I said, well, it seems to me that I know you're saying you're looking for your passion and purpose. I get that. You're doing all the work. Working really hard, really fast too. But it seems to me that you are right in the middle of that right now. That's a big passion zone for you right now. Would that be true? And he stopped in his tracks. I am enjoying it. I think so. So part of the fundamental core, what I teach around here with just about everything, if you go, it could be weight loss, could be motivation, could be goal setting, doesn't really matter. It always comes down to basics. And in almost all cases, most people are talking about what they want to do, but they're doing something else that's kind of making them pretty happy. And they never look the other way. And a lot of what we do around here is we uncover that stuff. You see what you don't like and we get rid of that stuff. So we leave what's good. So think about that for a second. You start today by asking yourself this question that is just so popular around here. What do I do when I'm doing you? Or what do I do when I'm doing me, right? What do you do when you're doing you? If you don't have an answer, I suggest you spend a little bit of time, get out a piece of paper, write down a few things. Well, I vacuum and I wash the car. No! Write down the good stuff. There are gems in there. There's nuggets in there. Write that stuff down. And have a little bit of courage, maybe a lot. Sometimes it takes a lot. At least have a little bit of courage to say, okay, wait a second. I know I might want more. I know I'm reaching for something else. I don't know exactly what that is. I'm reaching way out there trying to find it. But the truth is, what I'm doing kind of makes me happy. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there are a lot of folks listening to this program that are happy, that have found passion and purpose. And they're not looking for anything other than the fact that they want to hang out with somebody who's got some interesting messages, some interesting thinking that will pump them up and inspire, somebody who gets out of bed and goes for it like I do every single day. They're not looking to find that stuff. They've already found it. And where they found it is hidden in your day-to-day activity that you're already doing. So I'm going to encourage you to dig in and look at that. And you might be surprised, because as you dig in and look at that and get a little more tightly focused on it, you might be surprised how it expands into something amazing that you never thought it could be. You might be really surprised. It is easier than you think. But you do have to focus on it. You do have to make it part of your day-to-day focus. To zero in what's working. To notice. And to do more of it. It's so simple. But I like simple. Simple works. If you want to know more how to do it, remember that event. August 15th, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Live. Can't make it? Get registered so we can send you to the replay so you can see it. You're going to learn a lot. I'm going to kind of spin your head around a little bit with some very cool stuff. Go to faceyourpassion.com. Get yourself registered right this very second.
Keep